Good evening. Well, it was an action-packed last 7 days. Most of our situations actually ended up happening. So Canterbury especially, that's where I'm based, so that's what I like to talk about. Canterbury Thursday. Last week, a change moved through. There definitely was quite a lot of heavy rain, and there were a few thunderstorms in the end, especially about South Canterbury, just south of Timaru and up inland through to about Mount Somers, my old hometown. I used to live there. And then Friday night, we had a trough swing into Canterbury later in the evening around midnight, and that triggered a few storms around Timaru again. And those storms slowly worked their way northwards to just north of the Rangitata River. There was a lot of heavy showers and rain that did move further northwards overnight Friday into Saturday, getting into Christchurch, for example, but the thunderstorms didn't really get any further north. They just occurred about South Canterbury there. There were some amazing photos taken. I can't remember your name, sorry, but a lady down in Timaru there took some really cool photos. So that was great. Very jealous, but great photos. Friday itself and then overnight into Saturday, we did have a few strikes along the west coast, and I believe one or two got into the western North Island also. So that sort of worked out. And then fast forwarding a little bit to, I believe, around Monday. Yeah, Monday was quite a vicious day around New Zealand. We had a strong front push northwards over the country. And it delivered a very strong winds in the east, northwesterlies. It did change southwest and behind. We did talk about that. We talked about a southwesterly change coming in behind, a bit of a trough. But there were no thunderstorms in the end this time. That northwesterly was just way too strong before that change pushed through from the southwest. And so yeah, the air was just way too dry. There wasn't the cold upper air support, so nothing really happened here in the east in the end. Those southwesterlies, as they whipped through Canterbury, were, man, they were really strong. Anywhere from coastal Otago up through to Canterbury, coastal Kaikoura there. Massively strong winds. But as that front did move through on Monday over the South Island, there were plenty of thunderstorms there in the west. And then eventually, I believe, sort of like Monday afternoon, evening, as the front moved up here, there were thunderstorms in the west for the North Island too. So there was plenty of action weather in the past 7 days. So let's move to the next 7 days. It's sort of calming down a little bit. There are various fronts moving through from time to time, but there's really only two chances I see for thunder activity. It is starting this Sunday, 8th of October, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. A low pressure system descends onto the North Island. There's quite a bit of heavy rain involved, especially this northeastern corner. There is a little bit of cold air up here to the north, and that could trigger a bit of instability to Northland. Maybe a rumble of thunder there into the afternoon. And then our last and only other chance is Tuesday. There we go there. Put the date up there this time. Tuesday, 10th of October, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, there's a southwesterly airflow over the country. There's quite a lot of very cold upper air moving in. I believe it's around like somewhere between -28, -29. Possibly as cold as -32 degrees Celsius at about 5,500 metres up in the atmosphere. And there is some instability developing in the afternoon over both islands. Now see these showers there, see they're sort of conforming to the main divide in a way there. And the North Island, these showers there, they're sort of conforming to the shape of the island in a sense. So winds are coming around this side, coming in like that, and then around that side there, they're converging down the middle. We've got that cold upper air support. And yeah, it could trigger a few isolated showers over the South Island. I don't think there's a terribly high chance of any thunder, but it is sort of convective activity. These showers here, sort of inland Nelson, inland Marlborough, yeah, maybe they've got a slightly better chance of some thunder into the afternoon. Also note those areas of low pressure there, 1,007. Can't see the reading there, it'll be about 1,007, 1,008 as well. Then either side, like 1,010, 1,016, so that low pressure is due to the rising air, the warming land. Definitely a sign that summer is moving along. Well, coming. We're still in spring, but summer is coming. For the North Island there, yes, some cold upper air, but we've got slightly better surface moisture. Winds coming in from that side, and then that side converging. A chance of thunderstorms there in the afternoon. I won't get into the specifics of where exactly because it is Tuesday next week. But yeah, definitely a chance of thunderstorms there. Perhaps, well, as long as this map stays and does what it does next week. Yeah, there's a chance of thunderstorms there for the North Island Tuesday next week. Okay, that's all from me. Maybe Steve might add a little bit on the end today, showing those photos I was talking about for those lightning shots for Timaru there. I'm not too sure. I haven't spoken to him yet. I'm doing this recording early in the morning, so he may get onto that. If not, we'll catch you again Thursday next week.
Thanks for that, Aaron. Looks like there's a couple of interesting days there for a few of us around the country. Over the last week on the New Zealand Stormchasers group, we had a few interesting events happen, both North-South Island. Probably the most interesting one would have been the lightning storm that we had at about 3 o'clock in the morning off the South Canterbury coast. Doesn't happen too often down here that we get storms in the middle of the night. Kim managed to capture this pretty amazing strike here. Well, looks like a bit of a CC in cloud to cloud sort of lightning bolt. Timaru Coast, early hours of Saturday the 30th of September. Well, she got there at 1 o'clock in the morning. She went down to the beach, took a few photos, went on for 3 or 4 hours, she said. Pretty stunning capture actually. I love those blues. We get that quite often here when we shoot lightning in Canterbury. But further up north, Stephanie managed to capture, looks like got a bit of hail there, pea size, I guess you could call it size hail. For some reason we always seem to compare hail to a size of an object, eggs, peas, I don't know, gorilla hail, not the size of gorillas though. Again, just a little bit more of that hailstorm. Footage, of course, Brucey Rains, stunning stuff down south always, Brucey, thanks for your contributions to the group. We managed to capture quite a few of the lightning strikes throughout that South Canterbury storm. Anyway, thanks guys. Like and subscribe. Posting this video a bit earlier this week than normal. We'll do this all again in a week's time. Thank you.
Severe thunderstorm, large hail, heads of tornadoes, storm moving northwards on the Canterbury Plains towards Ashburn.